Hello everybody and welcome back to iRacing. This is something a little different. We're going to be racing against the AI here in the NASCAR Xfinity series at Martinsville. I am just going to be using the fixed setup, however. Going to be starting behind Ryan Vargas, which is kind of funny considering I just did an Xfinity race and Vargas was actually in it. He ended up finishing second to Malik Ray, the NASCAR driver. So I wanted to do this because I wanted to see how the AI was. I have not really tested the AI or raced against it since it first came out. What was it, last year, year before that? So I just wanted to see how it stacked up, and especially at my favorite track, Martinsville, and you know, of course, with NASCAR being at Martinsville recently. Speeding up, I see.
Go, go, go.
Alright, we're underway.
Car outside. Keep it steady.
You know, I wanted to see how the AI did simply because, you know, for people like me, you know, we don't really have anything to race AI against since the NASCAR console game is, well, let's call it what it is, a piece of shit.
P19.
Outside. 3 wide. You're in the middle.
Man, I am
Outside is clear.
tight in the middle of the corner right now.
Inside. You're clear. Clear all around. Car inside. Clear to the bottom.
Now, one issue I have been having is some of the cars,
Clear outside.
there doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason, but it's always the same cars, but some of the cars don't load. It has that like default red, white, and blue scheme.
Clear all around.
I know Tommy Joe Martins was one of them, Ty Gibbs was one of them, and it's not just with this car. I have that issue seemingly with every car. I'm not really sure why it's doing that. If somebody does know, please let me know in the comments.
Still there.
Because it absolutely drives me crazy.
Hold your line.
Man, this setup is not very good.
Clear inside.
23rd place.
Car high. Clear to the top.
Dropping
Clear
like
outside.
a rock to this AI,
Car low.
mainly because this setup
Still
that
there.
iRacing gives you is absolute trash, and I'm pretty sure this is the setup the AI runs.
Hold your line. Clear inside.
And the AI is not on anything special. I believe they're on a spread of somewhere like 75 to 85, I believe. But it is truly amazing how bad some of the fixed setups are for
Hold your
iRacing.
line.
You know, I know they've gotten a little bit better in terms of some of them, but for the most part, the fixed setups that iRacing gives you are still
Outside.
pretty crap.
Still there.
But from what I'm seeing so
Clear,
far,
clear
in
to the
being a
outside.
slower car, because, you know, sometimes you'll be, you know, just slower, whether it's your setup or, you know, your skill level at a particular track, but it does seem like the AI are being very respectful. That's good. It is interesting to see, you know, you do see sometimes up ahead they're overdriving the corner. And it is interesting to see some of the guys who you would expect to be up front, like, you know, whoa, Noah Gregson and,
Car high.
you know,
He's
All
still
Guy
there.
and stuff working their way through the field.
Still there.
You can see in my mirror here,
Clear
ooh,
outside.
I was
Car
too
low.
busy looking in the mirror,
Cars out.
and there we go, there's a caution. You can see with this 4-car here with Bailey Curley, and you can see it with some of the guys behind me, there just isn't textures on the cars, and I don't know why. So yes, please, someone let me know why that is happening. Good. Looks like the AI don't pit unless they were involved in that crash. So good. Looks like their strategy's not completely dumb. Yeah, and I have to give my props to iRacing. It's not easy to do what they're trying to do. You know, add AI to so many cars on the surface with so many tracks, you know, and try to cater to every skill level, every type of racer, you know. So You know, this test isn't something, you know, where I was coming out expecting to fly. You know, I wanted to see it on, you know, 70 to 80% difficulty. If I would fly through the field or, you know, what would happen. But it's nice to know it actually seems like they're pretty pacey even at this. But of course, like I said, the stock setup for Martinsville is pretty crap. And I can attest to that when I did the race against other people. It was just, it's not a very good setup. They've always seemed to struggle with Martinsville setups. One thing I would love to do, you know, is I would absolutely love to do something, you know, like an offline career or season or something with this, the Cup car, or something similar. Of course, some of the things that we have in real life that you don't get in iRacing currently is we don't have stages. You know, we don't have the choose rule. We don't have, of course, you know, a playoff format we can use. So that still does require some work on your own. It is possible to do cautions in this game. You just have to do the admin commands, you know, which isn't the best, but it is still pretty incredible what they're doing. Of course, we now know that iRacing and Monster Games are going to be coming out with a World of Outlaws game later this year. Developed by Monster Games, but using iRacing assets. That'll be interesting what it looks like, and it'll be interesting to see how that may be used in future games, or if they decide to get the license for things in the future. Hint, hint, NASCAR. Wink, wink, please. So we see the Brett Moffitt AI car dropping to the rear there.
Okay, Des, get ready. Race will resume at the end of this lap.
Okay, so let's see how they do restarts here. It is going to be a one-lap shootout, which is weird. You'd think it would have just decided to go into overtime, but I guess not.
Be ready, we're going green.
It is weird because of where the pit entrance is. They just decide to kind of
There's a car rejoining
speed
in front.
up
Green
when
flag,
they
we're
do.
racing.
Clear low.
Track limits, watch those lines.
Car outside. 3 wide.
But if you
you're
send it to
inside.
the inside
White
there,
flag, one more lap.
Hold your line. Car
3
high.
wide on them.
Still there.
See what
Clear
happens when you
outside.
lock
3
up.
wide, 2 inside.
Not bad there on the contact.
Keep
And what
it
happens if
steady.
we
Clear inside.
cause some mayhem? Really good on the checking up there.
28. That's the end of the
That
race.
is really
Never mind.
impressive, to be honest with you. Now this, do they all just do another lap, or are they all going to try to come in? Looks like they're going to stay out. Ooh, hello. My guess is they're going to try to get single file before coming in. I don't know where Drew Dollar's going. Whoa, hello! Okay, now we're seeing pitting in, so yeah, it looks like they were trying to... Man, under caution, they just stopped caring about you, just got run into there. So here we go, now they're... Whoa! Man, when they are on their cooldown trying to get in, they do not care about you. Well, alright, that was just a short look at AI. It's something I'd like to come back to, see what it's like of some other cars, some other track combinations. But let me know if you have been
28.
racing with
Okay,
the
it's
AI.
over.
Shut up, crew chief. Let me know if you've been racing with the AI, what you think of it, and again, if you know why that thing's going on with those cars. But I'll see you next time for more iRacing. Bye!